Ted Turner, and so on. And we were trying to figure out how the mind of the innovator actually works. You know, is it just that these people are wired differently than the rest of us? You know, they came down to this planet as creative people to do things that we can't do? Or do they use some sort of a thinking process that we could emulate, that we could use ourselves? And what we found in all of our studies was that the innovators arrived at their discoveries not by sitting there staring out of the window waiting for a light bulb to go off above their heads, but it was actually by looking at the world from a fresh perspective. It was almost as if they were using and wearing different lenses than the rest of us. And by using those lenses, they could spot opportunities that the rest of us couldn't see. We say there were opportunities that were hidden in plain sight. They were out there, but the rest of us were blind to them. So what were these lenses? We found that there were actually 4 specific lenses or perspectives that the innovators use. And I want to share them with you. The first is called challenging orthodoxies. It's taking conventional wisdom inside an industry or even just inside your own company and turning it on its head. It's like if everyone is zigging, why don't we zag? Why don't we do the opposite? Who says that there's, some law of the universe that dictates there's only one way to do business in the food industry or the grocery industry or any other industry? So that's the first lens. The second is called harnessing trends. It's understanding all of the changes that are taking place in the world around us, whether they're lifestyle changes, sort of consumer changes, technology changes, geopolitical changes, all kinds of stuff, sustainability. What are the trends? And how do we harness those trends to create new value for our customers? The third lens is called leveraging resources. This is saying, take a look at your company, not just as a set of sort of business units, but as a set of core competencies and strategic assets that you could stretch or leverage into new growth opportunities. And it's also saying not just the stuff that we have, but the resources that other people have. Could we get together with some other company, whether it's a partner or a supplier or whoever, and combine our resources to create a new opportunity? And the fourth lens of innovation is called understanding unmet needs. So this is really about getting under the skin of the customer, becoming the customer. Getting into the customer's shoes and looking back at your business from the customer's perspective. And figuring out what the customer needs before the customer even knows what the customer needs. And then addressing those needs before the competition. These are the 4 lenses of innovation. And it's become the most powerful tool that I've ever seen for systematically generating new strategic insights and turning those insights into big breakthrough ideas. And I've used this literally all around the world in all of those 60 countries with all of those companies that you saw earlier.